To start this chapter, I'm going to read an excerpt from a wonderful book by Allan Sherman called The Rape of the Ape. And APE stands for American Puritan Ethic. It's about the changing attitudes about sex and drugs that happened in the mid-20th century. And the author also tells a tongue-in-cheek story about the beginnings of human civilization, religion, government, relationships, and social mores. And in this excerpt, he considers the role of laws. So let me read from this. Not long ago, I decided to form a great institution of man. I chose to make it an organized religion. I began by electing myself God. The vote was 1-0, unanimous. Next, I appointed disciples. At first, they were reluctant to leave their old established religions for my fledgling faith, but when they realized they were being recruited by God himself, they could hardly refuse the honor. It was now time to issue commandments. I was determined to make mine a fun religion, one that does not overtax the moral fiber of the faithful. The Judeo-Christian 10 Commandments are so discouraging. The first time you see them, you know you're going to have trouble. Oh, you can probably avoid killing, but the other 9 are going to be a drag. Somewhere along the line, you know you're going to covet something you shouldn't and commit something you oughtn't. So I decided to have only one commandment. I would not only make it easy to follow, but hard to break. Carefully, I planned it so that a sinner would have to go far out of his way to break my commandment. And even then, there wouldn't be any fun in doing so. It was the most absurd taboo I could imagine. I wrote it down, I brought it to the local stonecutter, and asked him to carve it into a great stone tablet. Thou shalt not stuff 47 tennis balls into thy toilet bowl. I'm sorry, the stonecutter said, but I just won't print that. Why not? What's wrong? I refuse, for the good of mankind, he said. What do you mean? Well, my friend, if I don't print this here commandment of yours, the world will never know about it, and things will go along as usual with usual madness and stupidity, but nothing special. But if I do print it, and your new religion catches on, do you have the slightest idea what will happen? No, I said. Within 3 days, there will be a worldwide shortage of tennis balls. No, I cried, without question. And by the end of the week, every average person in America will have 47 tennis balls stuffed into his toilet. You mean the sinners? Nope, sinners will have 48. Hopeless degenerates, they'll have 49. Well, good Lord, thank heaven for the God-fearing people. Yes, they'll only have 46. They play according to the rules. You see, son, some humans are good and some are evil, but we're all of us perverse. That's why I can't print your commandment, because if I do, within 2 weeks, there won't be a place left to shit in the Western Hemisphere. End of excerpt. So let me ask you this. Do drug laws act as a deterrent? Or might they encourage drug use because some people just want to do what they're told not to do? Does it depend on the nature of the drug and its perception? Does it depend on the personality of the citizen? Might it depend on how much we trust the government? So let me ask you this. What role should drug laws play in a healthy society? And what laws would you make and why? So let's consider all of these issues as we talk about Chapter 2, Drug Laws and Policies.